Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's Random Camps. As ever, Silver Bunny has been very busy wandering the wilds of Appalachia, trying to look for some cool builds, so let's take a look at what she's found. Alright then, so first up we have the Safe Haven by Nodman Chronic. Quite a good looking camp this from the outside, not too much to it, not massive at all. Story of my life, yeah, overall it looks like a really tidy build. You can't really go wrong with log cabin set, especially when you throw a little bit of glass in there. So, with it being such a small camp, yeah, there's not actually too much more to look at on the outside. So, let's turn our attention to the interior, and yeah, okay, not bad at all. I do like the little split level things you've got going on there. That's a nice touch. Overall, really nicely decorated camp. Great job on this one. Thank you very much for letting Buddy film this, Nodman. For our second camp, we have Willy's Campground by Will K. This one's totally different to the first build we've just looked at. I must say, it is nice to have variety, so no complaints from me whatsoever. Yeah, this one's a lot more immersive, a lot more lore-friendly. This build is, however, from the outside at least, still quite a simple structure. It's nothing too mad at all, but I like what Will's done with the place. The decor is all on point, no complaints from me on that front whatsoever. Really good job on it, buddy. My verdict, not a bad looking camp. Interior wise, this is really well decorated actually. It's totally different to the outside of it, whereas that's a little bit more immersive. It's quite clean in here, to be honest with you. Bit of a mad mixture, I'm not gonna lie, but I think it works well. Yeah, this is a really solid camp. It's had a lot of time spent on it, this. Well done, Willy, and thank you for letting us film your camp, bud. For our third camp, we have the Nuka Diner by Old Radiation King. And first off, what a great choice on the location. Guys, if you're building stores, diners, or pretty much anything that would look at home in a cityscape, this is the location for you. Give it a try, trust me. It's just near Charleston Station. Right then, so the outside of it is quite obviously heavily decorated in a scrappy theme. I like it. It looks good. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to take in. But again, I do think it works well. I am a fan of the little perimeter wall thing you've got going on, how you've used loads of different bits of junk. It really is something you'd expect to see in the wasteland. Maybe minus the neon lights, but yeah, it fits in really well with the game. One thing I do want to say, Radiation King, your decor, it's really good, pal. I love the hanging vendor you've got, especially all burnt out. That looks awesome. To be honest, the appearance of the place in general it's eye-catching. I do like it. Now, your structure itself, again, well put together, fits in with the location beautifully. Your interior, right, this isn't what you'd expect from this kind of build. Guys, it's a actual full-on diner. Usually people make these really clean, but I think Radiation King has done an awesome job at making it fit in with the rest of his build. There's a lot of scrap in here, and again, it just works. Cracking job on this, mate. I did like it. Thank you for letting me and Bunny film it. Much appreciated. Okay then, so for our fourth build, we have what I consider to be the most impressive and the most technical one of the week. It's the 76 Express by the Akiras. I'm not going to lie to you, ladies and gents, this could give Nux Black Thumb or Hitbit a run for the money. In my opinion, let me know what you think down in comments. Yeah, what a really well put together train this is. Guys, you know me, I'm not very good at working out how these are put together. There's obviously quite a lot of merging gone on. It is a very convincing looking train. I mean, you look at it and you instantly think train, not, I don't know, random pile of mess chucked on the floor. It is a properly cool build and a very impressive one at that. I don't think I need to tell you how difficult this must have been. You got generators on top of generators on top of Christ knows what. Crafting benches used as part of the locomotive's boiler. It's awesome. That is literally the best way I can describe it. It's also quite a large one as well. You don't see too many big vehicle builds. I mean, this has some serious chunk to it. It's thick with 2 Cs. It's got carriages, for God's sake. This is a properly functional camp. Not to say the smaller ones aren't, but you've got room to swing a cat in here. Like I said, guys, by far my favourite build of this week's randoms. Easily the most technical and eye-catching. Again, that's just my opinion, though. I would just like to add as well, before we move on to the fifth and final camp, it's not just the train that these guys have built. They've also thrown together a train station too, which is easily as well thought out as the train itself. Akira's absolutely crushed it with this one. I loved it. Thank you again for letting Bunny film this. Okay then, so our 5th and final camp. And I know what you're all thinking. TNG, what in the name of Christ is that? It's just a box built out of the barn set. What are you doing? Well, mon petit fleurs, this isn't just any box. This is the toy box built by KRAD88, and we're going to take a look inside now, and everything will become clear. You know, if it wasn't already clear enough by giving you the title of it. It's kind of self-explanatory, isn't it? But yeah, what we have here is a full-on toy box. It is a really clever idea. It's a very unique idea. I've seen people build bloody all sorts in this game now. And yeah, believe it or not, I have seen people build toy boxes as well, but never in this format. It's usually just like an open top one. If that makes any sense. Of course it does. You know what I'm on about. Personally, I think this is one of the better ones I have seen. I do think the exterior is a little bland, but you could look at that two ways. The first one being it needs to be decorated more, and the second one being it's a nice surprise. You know, you look at it from the outside and think this isn't anything special, and then you step on into this and wow, just look at it. The decor on this place is fabulous, and it is obvious what it is as well. KRAD, I think you've done a stellar job with this. Like I said, it's unique, it's ingenuitive, and you don't see many of them. Bloody good job indeed. Thank you very much for letting us film it. And guys, that about wraps it up. Massive thank you to all the guys that let us film the camps, and a massive thank you to Silver Bunny for doing all the legwork on this. If you could all head on over to her channel and show some love, it would be much appreciated. It is a birthday today as well, so let's see some best wishes down in the comments. As ever guys, I will love you and leave you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun everybody.